Hello and welcome, Husker Nation, to the Black Shirts, episode 9,444. That's right. I just rounded it up to the nearest 9 million. Um, Welcome to the show. We had a press conference today between the coordinators and some of the players, specifically uh, Tony White, Dana Holgerson, Dylan Raiola, uh, MJ Sherman. I'm going to come to that one too. A lot of good stuff to come out of it. Um, let's talk first Dana Holgerson. All right. Uh, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, follow along, putting out good content as much as possible, as often as possible. Some creative editing. Unfortunately, I don't get any better looking. There's no filters to help this, but this is what it is. It's honest, it's real. If I come from a perspective of very observant eyes. I was a really bad athlete, so uh, well, actually, that's not true. I was actually pretty damn good at tennis and volleyball because I have really short legs. I mean, like when I run, it looks like kind of like that. But needless to say, I'm here to talk Husker football. But if you like to talk Husker football, here Husker football. Husker volleyball. I cover some of that too. Subscribe, follow along. It's free to subscribe. Um, I don't do Patreon or any of that. So click like, subscribe, follow along if you like what you're getting. So Dana Holgerson, what an interesting cat that guy is. I mean, that dude is as honest as can be. Is it me? Is that guy just reek of Nebraska? You know what I mean? I mean, he reeks like he belongs here. And I'm going to say some stuff that's unpopular. He probably wouldn't even like me to say it, but let's talk about him as a head coach. As a head coach, I don't know why he struggles. As an offensive coordinator, incredible, right? And there's a certain point, especially as you get older in your tenure in your career, that you discover really who you are, what your sweet spot is, and what you should be doing, right? I think Dana is at that point. I believe I have no inside information. All I'm getting is what I see in the press conferences and what I'm consuming, and what I'm hearing in the chatter with some of my connections and things like that. Is I think Dana is at this point in his life where he knows what he is and what his suit is in life, and so to speak, and his jacket's comfortable to wear. And that is an incredibly talented, maybe the best OC there is. That guy, Lincoln Riley gets talked about as a play caller and things like that. Cool. Call some plays, right? Um, but there's something special about this Dana guy. Because he gets his position, understands it as being a former head coach, right? I think there's something to it. I think he's incredibly Nebraska minded. It's just my gut, but the way that he talks is very definitive, but it's also very optimistic. It feels like he wants to be here. And I hope that's the case. And I don't care what that takes to happen. Matt Rule, Troy Dannon, both you fuggers. I said fuggers. Make that happen. We need it. This fan base deserves it. You know that there's no better fan base out there than Husker Nation. I know it. Okay. There's no better players out there. I think Matt Rule and them have done an incredible job of recruiting culture. I truly believe we have the best players culture wise and in many cases talent wise too, that can be. These fans and these players deserve this. Make this happen. Whatever that takes, put it together. Um, if it means putting off your little South Stadium project for a little bit, it ain't falling apart. It can wait, but I'll tell you what is falling apart. That is this fan base. If you don't get some wins, We got them. We're going to the bowl. I'm not saying that, but to quote Matt Rule post game after the game, this will be the last time we celebrate 6 wins. The fan base deserves it. You as the fans deserve it. I as a fan deserve it. We have tolerated it long enough. Now I've been all over the board. Back to Dana. Dana Holgerson, this guy, as I stated, reeks Nebraska. He's straightforward, hard worker, understands it, seems incredibly efficient. That's one of the things I think that's missed about Nebraska. We're really efficient, right? I mean, some of the smartest people we got are farmers out there, just figuring out how to maximize the land. We need to maximize this offensive output. We've got to figure out a way to keep Holgerson. What does it cost? I don't know. I know that while he's under contract with Houston, it's not going to cost us much. So what we have to do is make this super attractive for him. So team go win. He likes to win. He said in the press conference today that Saturday when we defeated Wisconsin was one of the best times he had in a long time of playing football. You know, the coaches are playing too. So, you know, he had an incredible time with that. And what a killer that guy is. What is that? Is that flag waving back there? Oh, the heat must have kicked on. It's that cold. Nebraska. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. We're currently at minus 30. Just kidding. I don't know what it is. But so, Dana, what's it going to take? Hit me up on Twitter. DM me at Denny P. Paulson on Twitter. DM me. Let me know what it's going to take. I take no fees. I'll negotiate this for you. You want Runzas? You want some Valentinos? Some Fairberries? What do we got to do to put this together? I'm not saying I'm connected, but I know where all those things are found. Just put it together. Dana, DM me. Make it happen. Rule. I'll help you, bro. Make this happen. But on to MJ Sherman and his press conference. I'm an old guy. I grew up in a part of Omaha called Miller Park, North Omaha. I went to Minnelusa School, McMillan Junior High in Omaha North. Go Vikings, V up. You know who you are, my fellow Vikings. And we had a saying when we were growing up when somebody was about to do something violent, right? And that saying was they were about to catch a charge, right? That means you're going to go out and catch an assault charge, right? It could be something worse, but that's what it basically we would say, man, about to go out and catch a charge. And it eventually parlayed into whether we were playing pool or playing basketball, football, whatever it was. And I feel like MJ wants to go out and catch a charge against Iowa. He seems pissed off and like he is what is the people that are they don't die Highlanders, right? He 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 wants to go out and behead some folks. He's serious. That dude is serious. If you didn't watch his press conference, go watch it. It's on my channel. He talked for about 6-7 minutes. I have some shorts of it too. That dude looks like he wants to catch a charge, man. And he's built for it. He also comes from a winning place, right? He knows what it's like to win championships. And that matters to him. But the interesting thing about him is it matters to him because of the people around him. It's important to him because it's important to them. That is a telltale sign of a good teammate, right? And a future leader in something they do is when they care about the people around them and the people around them get what they want and what they need. MJ Sherman's special. He's going to be missed, um, but he used the word love. So he loves his teammates. He wants this for his teammates. Um, so you've got a guy who you guys ever love something? Like if you're a father and you've got a daughter or son, you know what that love is and the length you would go to for them. Your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, the person who raised you and invested in you, you know the lengths you would go to for their happiness, their success, and for their safety, right? I see MJ Sherman projecting that exact thing, right? And being that person. So I don't know MJ's childhood, if his childhood is rough or whatever it was, but that man's got conviction on his face. He looks like he's going to go out and catch a charge and for his team, right? Uh, he's going to go out and catch one. That's what we used to say. So that being said, MJ Sherman, huge fan of you. You ever want to talk, hit me up. No fees. I might be able to work at some Runzas, some Valentinos, some Fairberries for you. But if you want to have an interview, break some bread, whatever, man, I would love to know that passion and that feeling behind it, where that comes from. That comes from a place of love, right? And that place is the love he has for his teams. He transferred here, don't forget. Uh, that dude's he's gonna make something happen. So anyway, here we are. It is Tuesday night. It's 7:30. I just looked down at my phone. Um, Tomorrow is Eve of the Great Pumpkin. Oh no, that was Halloween. Doesn't Charlie Brown have something for Thanksgiving? Is it Great Turkey? Great Turkey, Charlie Brown. um, so all that to be said, it's the eve of Thanksgiving Eve, and I hope that everybody is going to get full, fed, happy, spend some time with somebody that you care about. If you are not able to do that for whatever reason it is, um, if it's because now I don't know why I'm talking about this, I have no clue why this is being put on my heart. Wasn't on the plan. Um, you're not alone in these times. If you feel alone, there's places and people you can hang out with. I'm not having Thanksgiving at my house, or I'd say, hey, you can come over. Um, but there's resources out there. You're not alone at these times. You just haven't found yet your team, like MJ Sherman has found his team. You haven't found your team yet. Enter the transfer portal. If people are making you feel alone, people around you, your family, enter the transfer portal. Go somewhere that doesn't make you feel that way. What is this? A counseling session? Big Red Counseling? What the? Anyway, back to football. Dylan Raiola, love you, man. Love your vibe that you're throwing out. I think you're ready. I think, and I haven't talked to Dylan. I haven't talked to Donnie. I haven't talked to Dom. I haven't talked to Dayton. Something in my gut tells me Dylan might be really funny. Um, Seems like everybody, when they're talking to him, they start cracking up. I'd like to know if he's funny. Anybody out there talk to Dylan? Is he funny? If you know Dylan, hit me up, put comments in there that you know, or that he's funny, or whatever the case may be. So Dylan, I love what you're vibing. I think you're going to go do some things. I think you're highly focused and I think you're ready. So go deliver on that. for MJ so he doesn't have to catch a charge. Yeah. So let's talk prediction time and what I think is different right now. I think Nebraska, and this isn't something other people have said this thing, including some of the players, right? I think Nebraska is in a position, the monkey's off the back. That's gone. We don't have to talk about it anymore. We're going to a bowl game. What bowl game? We don't know. We don't need to worry about that because it's out of their control. What is in their control is what's right in front of them, and that is the next game at Iowa on Friday. I think they're going to attack this game. I think they attack every game, but I think they have a clear plan and they're going to attack this game. They're going to attack it well. Full transparency, Iowa, quarterback wise, not in the best situation. They've got some injuries across the board, but they've got a real runner back there. So they could be dangerous, but I think Nebraska could plug up the line. When you're kind of one dimensional like that, your hands kind of played. Iowa's always historically been tight end university, right? We lost some good recruits that ended up going there from Omaha, but they're not that this year. So they're not dangerous on those little screens and some of those little slants that can come out of the tight end position. So they're kind of one dimensional. And the good news is when it comes to stuffing the run, Nebraska's been pretty damn good. I would just say look at our red zone defense to back that up. Forcing a lot of people to try and either go for 4th and 1s or try and get field goals. And that's because they didn't get into the end zone, folks. So I think Iowa's still going to be able to be Iowa. They're still going to do Iowa things. They're going to lose. Iowa, you're going to lose. Nebraska is going to win. The boys are going to win. MJ Sherman will not catch a charge, but you might think he's going to by how violent he plans to play. That dude is going to play violent. If he does catch a charge, I'll bond you out. But Nebraska wins. I'm still thinking about it. If you think Nebraska's going to win, like a comment, put the scores down in the bottom, put it in the comment section below here on YouTube, whatever. Let's see what you guys are thinking. I'm really, really trying to figure this one out. All right. It's 6:30. It's going to be cold. Kinnick Stadium. Let's go. Let's go Iowa 17, Nebraska 35. Could be even more than that. I feel like I'm kind of putting the choke on the old carburetor there. I think their team's ready. I believe in them. They believe in themselves. They believe in their coordinators. They believe in their coaches. So, yeah, there you go. My prediction, 17-35 in Nebraska. Go Big Red. And stay tuned. More content coming. Who knows? I might need to put out another show, change my mind, and make another prediction tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off on Thursday. I'm off on Friday, obviously for the game. I am not going to the game this time, so I'll be watching from home. But I'll be plugged in. You be plugged in too. Lick. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment below, whatever it is you do. However you consume this, don't lick. Don't lick. But come on and be a part of the team, blackshirts.com. Stay tuned. Some more exciting stuff also coming from as a whole. You can hit my link tree, follow on all the social medias. Love being a part of your team. Love being with you guys on this. maybe one of these days, we'll war story and we'll do a call-in show. I have the means. I have the board all set up. We could do it. So yeah, thanks everybody. Talk to you soon.